Here's the 30-second lesson on what legends know. Never practice nunchucks in a crowded room. Never eat chole before a road trip. Always take your shirt off before you iron it. Don't take a call near a swimming pool. And don't forget, saving is not investing. Legends don't just save, they invest in mutual funds. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
As I speak, many of my colleagues are traveling across the country. About half a dozen of them are in Ayodhya, bringing you regular updates. A couple of them are in the northeast. Yet another is in Gujarat. I can't even start counting them. So many of us travel around the country all the time to bring you regular update, to bring you in-depth coverage from the ground. Why am I telling you this? Because all this costs money and I must appeal to you to support our journalism. The process to do that can be seen on the screen and the link is given below. Now let me start with this episode of Politically Correct. You must have read in newspapers and heard on TV last week how BJP veteran LK Advani has said that he was a mere charioteer in his Rath Yatra in 1990. And it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi who was chosen by Lord Ram to build the temple in Ayodhya. As per those reports, Adwani has written in Rashtra, an RSS-affiliated magazine, that Modi was with him throughout Ram Rath Yatra, and at that time only, Lord Ram had chosen Modi, his devoted disciple, for this. Advani's remarks appear to be in the fitness of things, given that Prime Minister Modi will do Pran Pratishtha or consecration of Ram Lala in Ayodhya temple on 22nd of January. The endorsement of Modi by the famous Rath Yatra, who brought the Ram temple onto the national political center stage, seemed fitting. Except that Advani did not say any of that if one goes by the copy of the article shared by his office. TV channels and newspapers had gone with an unsigned WhatsApp message shared by those associated with the ruling establishment. By the time Advani's office shared his article, Sri Ram Mandir fulfillment of a divine dream on Saturday, it was too late. The former Deputy Prime Minister might have been dismayed to see those headlines, but would it be a wise move for him to deny them? By the way, those who had circulated that WhatsApp message are now telling us that we should not go by what Advani's office released to the media. Frankly, I don't know what's going on. Why should there be any discrepancies between what was circulated on WhatsApp and what was shared by Advani's office? You never know. We'll see what's finally published. It may still be different. As I said, can Advani afford to deny the headlines that quoted him as saying that Lord Ram himself chose PM Modi to build the temple? Anyway, for now, I'm sticking to the article that was circulated by Advani's office. It mentions Modi at 4 places. First, Advani writes that he feels blessed to witness the historic occasion in my lifetime when Modi will install Lord Ram's idol. Second, he mentions that Modi, who was then a promising leader of the BJP, accompanied Advani along with Pramod Mahajan, Rajmata Vijayaraje Scindia, Sikandar Bakht and other Gujarat BJP functionaries when he started his yatra from Somnath on the 25th of September 1990. The third time Advani mentions Modi is when he says that now with the temple in its final stages of completion, he is filled with a deep sense of gratitude to the government headed by Modi, all organizations, particularly the VHP, the RSS, the BJP, saints, car sevaks, and a host of other people. And the fourth reference to Modi in the article is when Advani writes that when the Prime Minister does the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lala's idol, he would be representing every citizen of our great Bharat. The former BJP president does not say in the article that Modi was with him throughout the Ram Rath Yatra. If at all, his article projects Modi as just one of many Gujarat leaders who were present at the launch of the Yatra, along with many big central BJP leaders. Advani refers to Modi, who had joined the BJP in 1987, as a promising leader at the time. His article suggests that while Advani is fine with the Prime Minister as the representative of every citizen of India consecrating Ram Lalla, he wouldn't want his own contributions to be swept under the carpet. In August 2020, Modi performed Bhumi Pujan at the Ayodhya temple. Amid much fanfare, Advani was not invited. The veteran leader who has become a sort of recluse after being sidelined in the party since 2014 kept quiet. It must have hurt him again to hear Temple Trust Secretary Champat Rai cite his age and health to publicly ask him and Murli Manohar Joshi not to attend Ayodhya Pran Pratishtha ceremony. Advani's article reads like a fervent plea from a 96-year-old leader left in distressful isolation by those he promoted in his heydays, to his party colleagues to at least remember his contributions, regardless of how much they love what Malayalam author M.T. Vasudevan Nair calls ceremonial leadership worship. If Modi too has not spoken about Advani's contributions in building the Ram temple in Ayodhya, that's probably because he has been very busy preparing for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony and is doing an 11-day anusthan or the special rituals. The fact is that Advani may be nostalgic, but the BJP has moved on. It's a forward-looking party. Those who spearheaded the Ram temple movement in the 1980s and 1990s have been invited to the consecration ceremony. But that's all. Adwani, Uma Bharati, Sadhvi Ritambara, Vinay Katiyar and many others who might be missing their glory days are expected to get over it and also move on. The widely reported WhatsApp message is a signal to Advani. Follow the headlines. Reconcile your past with the present accordingly. And his article probably unwittingly raises a question none of his colleagues would want to answer today. Who played a bigger role in the construction of the Ram temple in Ayodhya? Advani or Modi? After the Supreme Court paved the way for its construction, then BJP President JP Nadda sought to give the credit to Modi, saying that it was a matter of great satisfaction that the Ram temple issue was resolved under the NDA government led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Whenever the history of this country is written, this tenure of the BJP government at the center will be written in golden letters, Nadda said. He was being rather modest as his party colleagues soon started seeing the Supreme Court as a mere means to achieve an end scripted by Modi and Amit Shah. Last April, Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel said, "We know how many agitations took place for Ram temple in Ayodhya. It will be ready by 2024. We should give credit to the Prime Minister," and so on and so forth. Since 2014, we haven't heard many BJP leaders openly praising Adwani for his Rath Yatra, which enabled the BJP to form a government at the center, led by VP Singh a decade after the party's formation, and having its first Prime Minister after 16 years, even for just a few days in 1996. Have you heard any BJP leader even mentioning Adwani or Rath Yatra in the past few weeks? The fact is that the Ram temple in Ayodhya couldn't have been possible without the Rath Yatra laying the ground for it and making the BJP a potent political force. Could the Supreme Court have cleared the temple's construction if the Babri Mosque was still in place? Having said that, could the temple have been constructed if Modi did not get a clear majority for the BJP in the Lok Sabha? If he had not pulverized the opposition so much that they lost faith in their ideological moorings? Let's reiterate the cliche that the judiciary is independent and the Supreme Court's Ram Janmabhoomi verdict has nothing to do with a strong political executive with Modi presiding over the most ideologically committed government ever. BJP leaders giving him credit for the judicial verdict can be another act of appropriation. The fact, however, remains that Modi created the social and political milieu in which the Ram temple verdict triggered no backlash, as a section of the Muslims wanted a sort of closure to this issue, and another section saw no point in contesting it. There is no easy answer to whether Advani or Modi contributed more to the construction of the Ram temple. ये भक्तों की श्रद्धा है और it's up to the devotees whether they see the answer in the article that Advani's office released or in the headlines the WhatsApp message created. That's all from me in this episode of Politically Correct. Thanks for watching.